We got everything in every direction, right? I don't have anything on my face. Why does my neck do that? Stay up on your own. You're supposed to be flat. Whatever. How's it going today, Embers? It's Tavari, aka Flare Unique, and today I am bringing to you 5 survival horror games that you should play. So, even if you don't play survival horror games, you could always recommend the games on this list to a friend, watch as they play, and help them break the tension by jumping at the jump scares yourself. Although, the games on this list don't really rely heavily on jump scares. To be honest, they rely more on the atmosphere, the story, and the psychological aspect of really being alone and feeling alone and surviving to your possible last breath. So go grab your scared pants and let's get this list started. Number 5. Our first game on the list, coming in at number 5, is a game that can be classified under a few different genres, hence why I put it at the last spot on a survival horror list. This is Hellblade. It's an exhilarating adventure through hell in the hopes of saving a lost loved one. It's odd. In a way, this actually reminds me a lot of Shadow of the Colossus. This game can be a psychological nightmare, as not only the protagonist is suffering from psychosis, but the game flips the script in a way that you also experience these voices. So in this sense, I do recommend that you play this game using headphones, because the audio is designed in a way that the voices move around you, speak with you intimately, so that you get the full experience of what it would be like to have this exact same issue. There were actually times in this game that I found myself talking back to the voices, telling them to shut up as I tried to make a decision on what the best thing was for me to do to avoid danger. The entire game doesn't have a horror feel to it in the sense of moving through dark halls, claustrophobic pathways, big and scary creatures, etc. However, there were a few parts in the game where I actually considered taking a quick break because the tension got so high and it was absolutely scary. Otherwise, the biggest struggle here is probably trying to keep your wits about you while fighting with your own state of mind. So another standout feature of this game, a very big standout feature of this game, is the combat system. Now, combat only occurs in scripted areas, but every time that sword came out, I swear I was immediately immersed in the combat. I was immediately ready to fight and giving it my all. You definitely will need to learn to dodge, block, and counterattack your way to victory, because the fights will get tougher every single time. Lastly, this game does feature some intricate puzzles as well, so be ready to put on your thinking cap, but don't worry, remember you always have extra help. Although sometimes they do tell you the wrong thing to do, but then again, they're just voices and they can't Google search. So slap on some headphones and listen to the voices in your head. Number 4. Alright, here it is, the -1. At number 4, we have Layers of Fear. This game does feature some unexpected jump scares, but it's not reliant on them like Instead, the atmosphere and the lonely setting and the bits of information that you'll find to uncover the story lead to a pretty creepy experience. If you haven't had enough of psychological horror, then this one will give you your fill. Things in this game will change just to throw off your sense of direction, so never trust what you thought you knew, because the path that you thought was right behind you may be gone the moment you look away. In this game, you should not be afraid to explore, because there are collectibles and parts of the story that you will need to uncover to change your direction of your playthrough and the ending that you will get. This game is not very long, but due to the changes that are possible due to different discoveries, it does earn its replayability. Besides the rats, yes, the rats, there are no friendly faces in this game, so you will be playing this as survival horror intended by yourself. So no cheating and playing this one with friends. I'm watching you. Number 3. On to number 3. If you've never had the chance in your life to feel defenseless, well, here is your opportunity. If you can call it that. You can finally be like most survivors, and the lack thereof, in horror movies, and proceed with no weapon. Your only weapon here is your camera. And no, not like Fatal Frame. No. There be no ghosts here.
Just 3 kindly old spinster ladies spending a quiet evening at home, sucking the lives out of little children.
At number 3, we have Outlast. In this game, you are a freelance investigative journalist following up on some information that you received regarding an asylum located in It Doesn't Matter, Colorado. You will not be picking up any of the various objects you could be using as weapons. Instead, you will be running for your life. You will be hiding under beds, you will be hiding in closets and cramped spaces, behind locked doors, behind open doors. You will hide anywhere you can to survive, because if they catch you, they will kill you. Oh yeah, remember that camera we talked about? Yeah, you're doing this Blair Witch style in many parts of this game. You're going to need to use your night vision on your camera in order to navigate some of the darker areas of the asylum. So, grab those Energizer batteries that I know you're putting in your freezer still. I don't know why you're still doing that. But anyhow, grab those and keep your camera rolling. Due to the nature of the game being running and hiding, you're gonna find yourself having to think under pressure while being chased at times. But I believe in you. You got this. There are also some very Saw-esque parts in this game where I had to look away, but hey, that's just me. If you like a lot of blood, gore, and violence, you know what? You do you. I'm not here to judge you, you nasty. Go ahead and enjoy the game. Number 2. At number 2, we're moving to the second entry in the Silent Hill series. I'd skipped all around this game until recently, having played Silent Hill 1, then number 3, then number 4 of the original Silent Hill games from the no longer active Team Silent. Having received so much hype about it, I finally got around to playing it this year, and it was well worth it. This is obviously a reach back in time graphics wise, but it is still a terrifying experience even to this day. If you're up to the task, there are mods to update the graphics to HD, which will clean up the polygons a bit, but I can tell you it's fine either way. After receiving a message from your assumed-to-be deceased wife, you as the protagonist will arrive at Silent Hill, where your worst nightmares will begin to materialize before your eyes. If you're at all familiar with Silent Hill, then you know that you're going to experience this world in 2 different ways. The normal world way, and then the world that could use a little bit more lemon pledge. This is another one of the titles that features areas that you will have to traverse using a flashlight. The creatures that you will encounter in this game cannot be properly described, so you'll just have to see them for yourself. Just remember, you don't have to fight everything that you see. Sometimes, if running is a possible option, it might be the better option to take. As is popular with most Silent Hill games, you not only get to choose the difficulty of your enemies, but also the difficulty of the puzzles in the game. I, being the average gamer that I am, and I admit it, only played it on normal. However, those of you who are better and smarter, go ahead and play it on whatever difficulty you want to. You brainiacs got this one in the bag. Number 1. And so we finally arrived. Coming in at number 1 is a game that fans were dying for. Me included. Resident Evil 2 is a game that is heavily admired for its original design that moved us into the streets of Raccoon City during its outbreak, and then we arrive at the oddly designed Raccoon City Police Department. After years of our moaning and groaning, Capcom finally decided to update this game from its PSX counterpart into the new RE engine, giving us Resident Evil 2 Remake. If you love zombies, this is for you. If you love dark, creepy halls where anything could be around the next corner, this is for you. If you love standing up on a motorcycle at 80 miles per hour while hula hooping and a monkey plays a trumpet on your shoulders, you might need some help. This game does not hold back when it comes to a terrifying experience. The entire art direction and every detail placed in the RPD this time tells a story of how the outbreak is destroying not only the Raccoon City Police Department, but the entire city falling to it. While you will be trying to survive among a few other survivors, the majority of this game, you will spend your time solo. In this title, you're going to need to solve some not so complicated puzzles in order to unlock new areas and explore and dive deeper into the mystery of this viral outbreak. However, when you start to feel a little lonely, don't you worry. They've got you covered because a deadly stalker will be pursuing you to rush you along from one area to the next to make sure that your progress continues to move at a very steady pace. This game will be the same as any other typical Resident Evil. You're going to be the untrained survivor, unlock the mystery, find better weapons, and eventually you're gonna fight back because you've had just about enough. Just try to remember not to waste your resources. Zombies aren't the only thing lurking around this police station. So guys, that's my list of 5 survival horror games that you should play. What 5 games would you have put in your list? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a big thumbs up. And for more game-related videos and reaction content, give that subscribe button a jab. As always, stay safe and be bright. I'll see you guys in the next video.